Dear student, this is Afsana Awal. Today I will take your BGS class and our today's topic is chapter 4 creative question number 1 and 2 RW. So let's start our class. Students, look at the board. At first we will read the question and then we will read the answer. So the first question is Tomijuddin along with his 3 sons grows various crops like rice, wheat, mustard and maize in his field. In his field. His wife and daughters-in-law help him in harvesting the crops. He works in his grocery shop at his leisure, but he doesn't get any remuneration for those works. He doesn't feel hard for this, rather he feels proud of it. The first question is, what does SAFTA stands for? Number B, what does medium industry mean? Number C, what kind of economic activity is Tomijuddin's family engaged in? Explain. Number D, people like Tomijuddin are contributing heavily to the national economy. Explain the statement in the light of the above statement. So let's start reading the first question. This is the first question's answer. SAFTA stands for South Asian Free Trade Area. And the answer of number B is industries having capital of more than 1.5 crore are known as medium industries. Examples of such industries are light engineering, silk, ceramic, cold storage, etc. These kinds of industries play a significant role in national economy by meeting the demand of the people of our country and employing a large number of people. The answer of number C is, in this team, Tomijuddin's family is engaged in the informal economic activities of rural area as he runs a small students, this is as he runs a small business and his family members are involved in agricultural activities. Agriculture which do not have fixed wages are difficult to bring under taxation and are not regulated by the government are generally called informal economic activities. For example, work in one's own land, working shops, business industries, household works and the works of hawkers and day laborers. Here students, just it will be works, W-O-R-K. Okay students, this is works and the work of hawkers and day laborers. Tomijuddin and his family do not get any money or any remuneration, but both the family and the society are benefited by their work. A large number of total food demand of the country is produced by, students just look, by is written here, by farmers like them. For this reason, we can say that Tomijuddin's family is engaged in the informal economic activities. Now the answer of D. People like Tomijuddin are contributing heavily to the national economy because Tomijuddin and his family are engaged in agricultural activities and in small business. Such informal economic activities constitute the main role of the economy of Bangladesh. Then the next point is here. A rural farmer and his family work in the field from dawn to dusk. They do not get or take wages as they work in their own field. Their work not only reaps benefits for themselves or their family, but also benefits their society and state as well. The large portion of the country's food demand is done by their production. Thus, our farmers are contributing to the national economy. As Tumijuddin and his family are involved in such activities, they play a vital role in the national economy of the country. Now we will read the second question. Jorina Begum is a poor rural widow. One day, she purchased some bamboo and cane from market. She, along with her two daughters, make baskets, flower vase and coolers. Her son Tamjid sells them in the market. The profit from this helps her to run the family demands for their products increase day by day. Later on, Tamjid took a bank loan with the help from his father's friend. He set up a factory of cakes and biscuits. Purchasing and packaging the food stuff in his factory, he sells them and earns a good profit. The first question is, what are the objectives behind establishing export processing zones? Number B is, what is informal economic activity? Explain. Number C, what kind of industry does the factory of Tamjid belong to? Explain. Number D, discuss the contribution made by Jorina Begum to the national economy of Bangladesh. Now the answer. The first answer is, the objectives behind establishing export processing zones are to attract the foreign investors, to encourage local exporters and manufacturers, as well as to make the best use of our total production. Number B, activities which do not have fixed wages, are difficult to bring under taxation and are not regulated by the government are called informal economic activities. This informal economic activities. Cultivating own land, working in shop and business institute, household works, the work of a hawker and a deliverer, etc. are examples of these activities. Most of the economic activities of the developing countries belong to this category. These activities are, S will be here, these activities are also called traditional sector of economy. Full stop will be here. Now number C, the factory set up by Tamjid is included in small industries. A small industry is a kind of industry which is set up with a capital of less than 1.5 crore taka. For example, rice mill, small scale shoe factory, plastic industry, food processing industry, etc. The factory of Tamjid belongs to a small industry. He takes a loan from the local bank. The amount is not mentioned, but it is evident that the amount is far less than taka 1.5 crores, because such an amount is allowed for an industry, not for a food processing factory, though it is an industry by name. He bakes cakes and makes biscuits and other food items. He also manufactures packets and packages for the food items in his factory. He makes quality food and sells them in the market. So the work of Tamjid's factory is included in small industries. Now the answer of question D. In a developing country like Bangladesh, the work of Jorina Begum has an important in getting rid of unemployment problem and attaining self-sufficiency. Just a minute, in a developing country like Bangladesh, the work of Jorina Begum has an important in getting rid of unemployment problem and attaining, D will be here, self-sufficiency. The work which Jorina does according to this theme is included in cottage industries. The widow Jorina has tried to be self-dependent. A will be added here, the A is missing here. Has tried to be self-dependent. So, she has achieved self-employment by buying bamboo and cane from the market and making baskets and coolers along with her children and selling them. Zorina's work plays an important role in eliminating unemployment problem of Bangladesh. Actually, Zorina Begum and her two daughters make some usable products and make profit by selling them. Actually, T-U-A-L-L-Y, another L-Y will be added here. Products and make profit by selling them in the market. One advantage of this kind of work is to create opportunity of self-reliance and employment for a good number of people. Through work, we can self-dependent and contribute to keep the wheel of the country's economy dynamic. So the contribution made by Zorina Begum to the national economy of Bangladesh plays a very vital role. Students, that's all for today. Take care. Allah Hafiz.